Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Hi, if you're new, my name is Catarina, I'm from Portugal and I occasionally upload videos about books. But I've been away for 3 months now, I'm not sure. So this video is just a very quick life update and then just a big haul video. And yeah, the life update is going to be fairly short, but if you want you can just fast forward. If you're new here, I'm a teacher. I work as a full-time teacher and obviously sometimes I don't have time to film videos and be consistent with my uploadings. But this year, besides being a full-time teacher, I'm also a graduate student. This started back in September. I don't know if I've mentioned this before. To be honest, I didn't check my last videos to confirm that. But if you're not a teacher, maybe this is not very interesting. Here in Portugal, if you want to be a teacher, a school teacher, you need to get a master's degree. And you're not just choosing the subject you want to teach, you're also choosing the level or age groups you want to teach. And if later on you want to add more age groups or levels, you need to get qualification for it. So basically I'm taking a few classes at university in order to get that qualification so I can teach other levels and age groups. It's been very hard to balance everything out. I think the first semester was fairly easy because I only had 2 subjects and I basically only had like 3 assignments and it was fairly easy to do. But then when after moving, so we had to move and then we had the second lockdown, I was teaching from home and then I had to start my new classes this semester and I had to start my teaching practice as well. Things got a bit complicated and basically I haven't been reading and I haven't been uploading, as you can see. So that's the reason. Today is Thursday, but it is a public holiday in my district because it is a religious holiday and it is for us here in the district of Porto. So I live and work here and because of that, schools are closed. But tomorrow, Friday, I have work and I have meetings and we're always working and it's always like go, go, go. I still have assignments to do, assignments that I need to submit and I'm going to try and finish them till the end of this month. Today is the 24th, so I don't have a lot of time left, but I'll try my best. And yeah. But I miss YouTube and I miss reading so much. Sometimes I think, oh, this evening I'm going to start a new book and I'm just going to read a little bit every day, even if it's just like a couple of pages. But then, you know, after dinner I get so tired and exhausted, I just want to sleep. And because of that, I haven't been reading a lot or at all sometimes. I started a few vlogs, but I was never able to actually finish them because then, you know, work gets in the way. It's just very hard. So I decided to, because I have the day off, I decided to film this video. This is a book haul. The books that I'm about to show you, I got them in the last few months, like since February or March or something. And I've been collecting them in order to film this book haul. So I don't know, I think I'm just gonna start. I don't have a particular order for these. So my birthday was in April. I turned 30 and my boyfriend got me a book by Haruki Murakami. So I got The Colorless Tsukuro, is it how you say it? I don't know. And His Years of Pilgrimage. And I'm very excited about this one because a lot of people say that this is one of their favorite books by Haruki Murakami, and I love Haruki Murakami, as a lot of you know. So yeah, I'm very excited about it. I love the cover. The Portuguese editions are mainly white, red with a little bit of black, This one is very colorful, and the spine as well, so it has these really warm tones. I think this is just the perfect book to start once school is finished, because I think it's very summery. So I got that one. Then let me see, I got these books. They're new, but I got them on sale. So the first one is Don Quixote by Cervantes. I know this character because of cartoons that I used to watch when I was a kid. I knew back then that this was sort of like a more serious character. And growing up, I saw this book and I was like, oh my god, it's massive. So it's a little bit intimidating. I don't know if the writing is very dense or not, but it is one of those books that if I don't own it, I'll always have the excuse for not reading it. And so now that I own it, I can't use that excuse anymore. Like, I don't know when I'm gonna read this, but I own it now, so I will eventually read this book. Then I got The Three Musketeers by Alexandre Dumas. I loved The Three Musketeers growing up, like loved. I used to pretend I was D'Artagnan. I love all the films, even those like really bad, cringy ones. I just love The Three Musketeers, and for some reason I never owned the book. So I got this edition. These two were on sale. They're usually €3 something in Portugal, but I paid €1.75 for each, so that was pretty good. And yeah, this one is shorter than Don Quixote, and I've checked videos by other people who read books by Alexandre Dumas, and they said that they felt very intimidated by his books and the possibility of the language being just very dense and complicated to follow. But after reading the books, they said that it was actually quite simple. So I'm hoping that I'll enjoy this book. Then I got two Penguin Little Black Classics. So it was the first time that I saw these books here in Portugal. I know that a lot of people have like the entire collection because they're really cheap. But here in Portugal, you know, it was the first time. So I got Letters to a Young Poet by Rainer Maria Rilke, and I got this because of a recommendation, and I think this is nonfiction, and this is just life-changing advice to an aspiring young writer. Is among the most inspiring expressions of youthful creativity that has ever been. And yeah, I just think it's going to be interesting. It's quite short. And I also got Matilda by Mary Shelley. I started reading this book a few years ago because I got like a very not even cheap, because I didn't pay for it. I just found it online, like a PDF version. But I noticed that it was just full of bugs. Like, it wasn't formatted correctly, and some of the sentences were cut off. Like, I just gave up, and I'm so happy that I got it now. This is about a father who is disturbingly in love with his daughter, or sort of has this passion for his daughter. And I think this book was not published for many years because Mary Shelley's father didn't want this book to be published. And I think it was published it says that it was not published for over a century because of the subject matter. But still, I was enjoying it when I started reading it, so I'm happy that now I got the real book. I also got The Monk by Matthew Lewis. So this is a Gothic classic, and it was written in the 1700s, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 1796. And yeah, I think this is a highly acclaimed Gothic novel. I don't know a lot about Gothic literature, so I'm excited about this one. This is the Tales of Mystery and the Supernatural collection, and I have an orange one, a gray one, a blue one, and now I have a yellow one. They come with these like fun covers, and I just think they're adorable, and they look really nice together. Then I got Girl with a Pearl Earring by Tracy Chevalier. I actually started this one a few weeks ago, but I haven't finished it. I know the film, but to be perfectly honest, I don't remember most of it because I'm not a fan of Scarlett Johansson, and so I just sort of didn't pay attention at all. This is really interesting. This is about a girl who works as a maid in this artist's house, and so far she's been dealing with his family. Like, I haven't made a lot of progress, but this is in the Netherlands, and I don't know anything about Dutch culture, and I'm finding it very interesting, all the information that I'm getting and the relationships between Catholics and non-Catholics. And it's just been interesting because the girl is not Catholic. I believe she's Protestant, and they don't have, as far as I understand, the habit of getting like pictures of Christ or images depicting religious scenes from the Bible. And she is working in a Catholic household, so when she gets in, like, most of the paintings she sees are about the Bible, and she feels super uncomfortable. And where she's sleeping, there's this huge painting of Christ, and she has to cover it in order to be able to actually sleep, because it just makes her super uncomfortable. But her father, who was very open-minded, said that, you know, there's just people like us, there's nothing to be afraid of. And I find it very interesting. Like, I'm getting all of this information about their relationships, like the fact that Catholics just kept it to themselves, like they lived in their own neighborhood, like away from the rest. People knew that whoever lived there was Catholic. As far as I can tell, they didn't fight among each other, but they kept their distance, and I'm finding it interesting to find out why, because I didn't know. And yeah, I'm enjoying the book. She seems a little bit uptight. She had this reaction when one of the girls, one of the artist's daughters, misspoke, or she sort of, I don't know, she talked back, and she just had this reaction. She just slapped the girl and was like, oh my god. Maybe that was normal. But then again, yeah, I'm enjoying it. I find her a bit uptight. I don't know if she's going to change or not, but so far so good. And I got The Woman in White, not the White Woman, The Woman in White by Wilkie Collins, in this really nice vintage Wordsworth Classics edition. I got this from an Instagram page that I follow. It is a Portuguese profile, and they sell books, vintage copies, secondhand books and stuff like that. So they had this one. I think I paid €3 for this one, and it's in really good condition, and I just really love this cover. I own The Woman in White by Wilkie Collins, but it's the Portuguese edition, and it's a really old edition, so the language has changed a lot since then, so I feel more comfortable reading the original one. And I wanted to have one of these copies because they look so good. I mean, look at the difference. Why did you change? This one was just, it looked a lot better. Then I got The Gambler by Dostoevsky. I got this Portuguese translation. This was like an euro. I got this at the warehouse where I get my used books, and I got the Portuguese edition because, I don't know, I might just read the Portuguese edition and then read the English one and compare it. I'm not going to read the Russian one because I don't speak Russian, so either one is fine. I also got The Moving Finger by Agatha Christie. I don't know anything about this one. I don't know if this is about Poirot or Miss Marple. Oh, it is. It is Miss Jane Marple. Okay. Because I honestly, I own a couple of books by Agatha Christie, but I don't have them in order, and I don't know where to start. But okay, I own Portuguese editions. This one is the most recent one that I got. The other ones are vintage ones, but I still like it. It is not that big. The font is quite big as well, and it has a lot of dialogue. So I think this is going to be a quick read for the summer. And it has this portrait of Miss Agatha Christie inside. So it is in really good condition as well. And then finally, I got this massive book. I got The Cider House Rules by John Irving. Again, I haven't read anything by John Irving before, but I've read that he is a very famous, popular author. I think this is historical fiction, I'm not sure. And it is huge. This was €2 because it's big and it's in perfect condition. I just know the title and what I read from the blurb. So this is about Homer Wells, and he lives in an orphanage in St. Cloud's, and these children, because he's one of the oldest children there, it's very hard for him to get adopted. And I think this is just about him and about the people around him. I think this is just his life story. So it sounds interesting, and once again, I don't know when I'm going to read it, but it just sounds like my type of book. Like, this is what I like reading as well. I love reading about someone's life from beginning to end. So it sounds interesting. Okay, and finally, I forgot this book. I had to go into my bedroom and get it. Finally, I got Hangman by Daniel Cole. I got this book last weekend, and I paid full price for it, which I try not to do. It's not like I don't do it. I try not to do that. I try to wait for a sale or get a coupon or something like that. But and when I saw this book, I was like, I have to get it. I can't wait, because I read Ragdoll like 2 years ago, and I don't own a copy. Like, I want a copy of Ragdoll because I love that book so much. This is a crime/mystery novel. I read it 2 years ago, and I might get a little fuzzy on the details. I believe it was about a serial killer who killed 6 people, I reckon, and this guy, he sort of created a ragdoll made out of parts of other people's bodies. It's quite gruesome, and it was about that. And it followed 2 detectives. The first one, I'm pretty sure his name was something with Wolf, but I don't remember his first name. I don't remember if that was like a nickname or something. And the second one was Emily Baxter. And this book, Hangman, follows Emily Baxter. She's now a detective chief inspector. So she got a promotion since Ragdoll. And I don't know if the main detective is going to come back or not, because at the time he was dealing with a lot of issues, and he was only put on the case because somehow the killer wanted him there, and that's why he was working the case. But I don't know if he's going to be in this book or not. There's another one called Endgame. I'm not sure if it was already published, but this is the second one, and I'm going to read the blurb because I think it makes more sense. So it says, a body is found hanging from Brooklyn Bridge, the word bait carved into the chest. In London, a copycat killer strikes, branded with the word puppet, forcing DCI Emily Baxter into an uneasy partnership with the American detectives on the case, Special Agents Rouge and Curtis. Each time they trace a suspect, the killer is one step ahead. With the body count rising on both sides of the Atlantic, can they learn to trust each other and identify who is holding the strings, or will it be too late? I loved Daniel Cole's writing. I was a fan, just a huge fan of Ragdoll. I started reading Ragdoll like, let me read something out of my comfort zone, because I don't usually read crime or mystery novels. I read cozy mystery novels, you know, but these books are quite heavy in a way, and I thought that I was not going to enjoy it that much, but I loved it, and I want to own a copy. And I think I'm going to start with this one now that I'm trying to get back into reading. I still have a lot to do. Like I said, I still have assignments due at university. I need to submit them. And I now have my assessment meetings because we are reaching the end of term. But because we had the second lockdown, the younger learners, they're not done with classes yet. They're going all the way up to the first week of July. So they're tired and we're tired. So we need to, deal with a lot right now. And it's not like I'm on a break or anything like that, because even after classes are done and meetings are done, we still have to start preparing next year. And I need to continue working towards that qualification, because even though after I finish these assignments, I'm done for this school year, I start again in September and it goes all the way up to December. So I need to make sure that I'm ready. But I also want to get back into reading because I feel like I've just been missing it a lot. It's my only outings, my only moment in which I can escape and switch off from work. I think it's important, regardless of your job or career, I think it's important for you to find a way to just switch off and focus on something else. And my only hobby is YouTube and reading. So I'm going to try and get back into it, even if it's just a couple of pages a night before I go to bed. And I think this one is a great way to start because I loved Ragdoll. I was reading Ragdoll non-stop, and it was quite a thick book, I think. I think it was longer than this one, and I read it really fast, which is not usual for me. It's not common for me. Yeah, just gonna put on something on TV and start working, get cracking, see if I can start this book today or maybe tomorrow. But we'll see about that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching and thank you for sticking around. I know that I got new subscribers, so thank you so much for subscribing, and I hope you'll bear with me while I try to get my life back together with my hobbies and everything. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. Tell me if you have read any of these books. Tell me if you know Daniel Cole, because I need to talk about Daniel Cole with someone. And yeah, I'll see you very, very soon. Bye.